Welcome to Flash Talk, a counseling program designed to aid you meet life head-on. Today, we are zeroing in our discussion on COVID-19 stigmatization. And once again, our resource person is Reverend Father Eliason. Father, it's nice to have you around again.
Thank you, Reverend.
For the purposes of education, what is this coronavirus pandemic all about?
Yeah, so I think somewhere in January we heard of a new disease. At that time we didn't call it a pandemic. The new disease that perhaps originated from China. We don't know how it went, but we're told it's from China. We thought it was just around China. We never knew to come down to us, to Ghana. That there's a new disease that affects the respiratory system. So coronavirus, we are told, are a group of viruses that affect the gastrointestinal system, and they can be mild and can have severe consequences, or not can have terrible headache and all those things. And I think most of us know the symptoms and the how it can cause. By now, the education has gone through, but we are told that they're a group of viruses. So the corona means a crown. So and the virus was named coronavirus because when you look at it from a microscope, it looks like a crown. And coronavirus, we are told, was identified in the 1950s or something. So
that group of viruses.
Yeah, it's not new.
Okay.
It's not new. It's the same virus that causes the SARS, the MERS, and other things. But this one, we are told, is new because it violates all medications that could have been used to treat all coronaviruses.
Okay.
So this one was named COVID-19 because it's so new and it violates a new strain that violates all scientific evidence. So that's why we call it new coronavirus.
Okay. Like you said, when it began, they were calling it a disease. Now we are calling it a pandemic. So what is the stages? Disease, pandemic, epidemic. What is the meaning of these terms?
Yeah. So we'll talk about an epidemic. It affects, okay, epi means a population,
Yeah.
and people, it affects people. So when a disease spreads, okay, within a country, within a region, we want to call it an epidemic, okay? Then when it goes across borders, nations, affecting a whole lot of nations, that's what a pandemic comes. Look at the word pan-Africa,
Yeah.
or the of Africa. So pan stands for a lot of people. So you see that when it affected a whole lot of nations, that's where WHO came into to declare it as a pandemic, but it affects all the whole nations. So when a disease, now it has affected more than almost 190 something nations, so it's a pandemic, the whole world, the global, it's a global health issue now. And that's why it comes to be a pandemic. Epidemic will affect populations. I mean, not affect nations
The global,
as we have.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And in Ghana, we have also had cases of COVID-19. Now, the problem we are facing now is those who have recovered from COVID-19 are complaining of stigmatization. In practical terms, in what areas of life can these people be experiencing stigmatization? And what can be done to correct this particular situation?
Yeah, I think the first question I want to look at, the first area I want to look at is why would people be stigmatized? I have answered it in previous discussions.
Yeah.
But you know, we were told in China, people who are recovered from the disease have been reinfected.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people are suspicious. Are you sure they are actually recovered? That's the first question people are asking. Are you sure they are actually recovered? And how sure are we that these people are recovered? And as I told you in a previous edition, that it's about a survivor instinct. And because if I don't have the knowledge, this guy has recovered, has come, how sure am I? There's mistrust. He mistrusts society. And how sure are we that this guy has recovered? And so even if the person is your family member, definitely the first time the person is coming home, there's suspicion around the person. Okay, everybody comes from home. So the areas you're talking about, the first area will be the home. So even if the person is married with children, the person is coming home, the suspicion, hey, my dad, are you sure my dad is recovered? and see that it brings some anxiety and fear even to the home, because we may not trust so much that this guy has recovered. Although they're happy that their dad or their mom or their sibling has come home, but still they're not too sure. They're not too sure. Okay, and so people perhaps want to see the lab test or the results that prove negative that this guy has actually recovered before the person is accepted. It's our acceptance. Okay, so the anxiety, the fear, first of all goes to the family before it comes to the person coming in. The person coming in will think, how would they accept you when I get to the house?
Yeah.
So you see that the person going home, Grambo, is not too sure. Would I be accepted? So the first one is that, would the family accept the person? It's like people with mental health issues. When they recover, how ready is the family to accept them? Let's not even go far. Those people who are even imprisoned, when they are discharged and they are going to the house, how are they accepted now? The same thing here. The same thing here. So the family is an issue. The workplace is an issue. Okay, your colleagues at work, how ready are they to accept you back after we have gone through all these things? And even the church, if they get to know that, oh, this girl was in the choir, he has suffered COVID-19, but everybody will be suspicious. But say, hey, are you sure? So there people will not know how to flow with you. Even your friends too will be suspicious. So much it's all about suspicions and mistrust in the midst of this COVID-19. Why? Because people need information. They don't know whether you are going to be treated, and that. And so you are very careful. The first time we come, we are sitting with you.
Then the stigmatization they are facing, is it not because of a lack of information or the desire to be totally convinced that this person is cured before they take the risk of relating to this person?
How is that possible? Because if they do the test at a hospital and you prove negative, I don't think they want to publish the test. Test on national television. Okay, because it's confidential issue. Confidentiality comes in here, and so I think that it's an issue of trust and cause carefulness. Okay, so we trust and confidence. If we say that this person is healed, we should have some trust in our health system. Okay, and we don't just say you should go and kiss the person or something. We should still observe our social distancing. That's what I recommend. Although they're healed, they come home, we should still observe our social distancing and take our precautions serious.
Okay. So in dealing with recovery patients, you will recommend that we keep to social distancing, we follow the precautions, the washing of hands and the running water with soap, then the wearing of the masks and all those things. You should stick to them.
Yeah, those who are recovered are no more, would no more add them to, they are just like us. Well, if you have malaria and you recover, we don't count you among malaria cases. You have recovered. So they are just like one of us. Okay, so every one of us is advised to adhere to precautionary measures. So whether they recover and they come to society, the same thing. We should adhere to precautionary measures. Till the whole world is declared COVID-19 free, we should all adhere to measures. That's the most important thing. But those who are infected can be discriminated against at every level of society. And even their own family can discriminate against them.
Okay. It has been a marathon of a discussion with stigmatization. Your final words?
Yeah, so I think in this era of COVID-19, we will have responsibilities. And the most important thing for us to note here is that we should not so much depend upon our political leaders. The onus lies on each one of us. Your health is your responsibility. We're all told that we are safe, but we can see new cases are coming up and that you don't even know who is infected. And the most important thing I have to say is that you have your role to play, I have my role to play, the government has his role to play. Your role is to ensure, to adhere to precautionary measures. Consider everybody you meet as a COVID or somebody with COVID-19, and that you need to observe all the precautions. We have been told that you are going to the market or any gathering, put on a mask. Why not? It's very inconvenient to wear the mask. Me myself, Sometimes I feel so much trouble to wear it, but that's the only way you can we can contain the spread of the virus. So please, let's adhere to precautionary measures, and just remember that those people who are perhaps infected with this disease are our brothers and sisters, and all we are doing for them is to pray that they recover from the disease. So instead of tagging, instead of discriminating against them, let's support them. At least if you can't go to them, you can just call them to give them some hope. If you can't be physical, talking, call them video call. Okay, just talk to them, just encourage them. Because you know something, once people are discouraged or depressed, the immune system also goes down. And once that one happens, they are able to fight the disease. But if they know that the people who support and encourage them, they'll be happy and they will easily recover from the disease. So instead of stigmatizing, support them, encourage them. And you yourself, make sure that you take precautionary measures serious and stay safe. And let's also support those who have the virus to also have the stronger immune system to recover. And for families who are suffering discrimination and stereotyping because a member has had the disease, remember that disease is not one person's lot. Everybody is at risk of getting that disease. And you continue to love yourself, love whoever has the sickness, and try as much as possible and encourage them to recover. And I know that when they come home, all of us will be happy. And I thank you very much for listening to us, and stay safe.
Those were the final words of our resource person for this program, Let's Talk, a counseling program designed to aid you to meet life head on. That we are to take charge of our health by adhering to all the precautionary measures: the washing of hands and the running water with soap, the wearing of masks whenever we are going out. Whenever you are coughing, cover your mouth, or sneezing, cover your nose. It is these things that will protect you from contracting the virus. And to those who have, contracted the virus, they are brothers and sisters. Let us show them love. Let us support them. For through our love and support, they will develop stronger immune system to fight the disease. It is your responsibility to support your brother, to support your sister. Till I come your way again with another episode of Let's Talk. Keep faith alive, and God bless you.